eyebrows are so ratchet.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the third look in my 3 looks 1 palette, Jaclyn Hill Morphe Palette Edition. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, I'm trying out a new series on here where I take one palette and I give you 3 different looks. A neutral colored look on Monday, a colorful look on Wednesday, and a glam look for Friday, right before the weekend. Get you ready to go out. If you have plans this weekend, comment down below what you're doing or where you're going. I want to hear what my YouTube fam's gonna be up to this weekend. Also, really quick, if you are liking this series so far and want me to continue it, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps let me know if you guys like this, if you want it to keep going. If you guys missed the neutral colored look and the colorful look with this palette, I'll link them down below for you. And yeah, if you want to see how I got my glam look using this puppy, then you're in the right place. Keep watching. Alrighty, so I have all of my makeup on already, obviously, but my eyeshadow. And let's go in, which I have to say, guys, like this palette seriously has the best transition shades. So let's go ahead and start off with MFEO, boring part of the tutorial. And I am gonna pick up my Moda crease brush, BMX 430, and we're just going to start building up a little bit of color in the crease. And I am gonna go ahead and bring it out just a little bit. As you can see, the tail of my eyebrow ends here. I'm gonna kind of bring it out to about where my eyebrow ends. Now I wanna go ahead and dip into this shade here, which is called Buns. It's a really pretty, gosh, brown, mauve-y, kind of red undertone shade. And I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M330 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the crease as well, but just a little bit lower than where we put that transition shade. And I am gonna take it towards the inner portion of my eye. Now let's go a tad bit darker on the spectrum. I'm gonna take this color here, which is called Jax. It's kind of a dark, pretty maroon color. What I love about this brush is, like, I talk about this brush all the time, but it is so perfect for blending color into the crease because it has a nice tip on it. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm barely gonna dip the tip in, and then we're gonna go back into the crease. And the darker the shade, the more careful I like to apply, because when you first put down your brush, that's what's gonna put the most pigment. So usually with transition shade, I'm just like, ah! But like I said, the darker the shade, the more kind of precise and careful I am when I first set the brush down on my eye. In this one, as you can see, I'm kind of more concentrating towards the outer portion of my eye. About right here, right underneath where my brow peaks is where I want the most concentration. And then I'll kind of just branch towards my tear duct and then branch kind of towards the tail of my brow. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go back in with my original Moda brush and kind of just blend everything through nicely before we go and cut that crease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral, put a little bit on the back of my hand. Then I'm gonna take my little Real Techniques dupe brush. It's just a really tiny, flat shader brush. Honestly, anything with this sort of shape will do. And we're going to go in and cut the crease. which basically just means I'm gonna go in and kind of paint an eyelid, is basically what cutting a crease means. Oh, the second eye always gives me anxiety because I'm like, I want it to match the other one. But even if it doesn't, that is okay. Because chances are someone's not gonna walk up to you and say,
your cut crease on your right eye doesn't match your left.
One of those things where we criticize ourselves more than anyone could. So just tell yourself that if you're nervous about cutting your crease. Alright, so we are going to go in with this color here, which is called Faint. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. concealer brush. You might even need to go in with our fingers. A lot of times if you use a shimmery or foiled shade, your finger does work the best. However, when you are doing kind of a more precise cut crease like we're doing today, it does make it a little more difficult. So first we're gonna go in with our brush and we're just going over everywhere where we put that concealer. And then I'm gonna take my finger, dip it in there, and kind of just go over top for a little more oomph to it. I have to say, guys, the foiled shades in this palette are really, really, really nice. This palette in general is actually just really, really nice because the mattes are nice, smooth, and buttery. If you're watching this and you don't yet have the palette and you're kind of on the fence, get it. Because when it first came out, I did not go buy it right away. I was like, oh, I don't really need it. And then the more tutorials I saw, the more I was intrigued. And then I finally caved and bought it, which I wish I would have done it sooner. Because I freaking love this palette. None of these videos, by the way, are sponsored. I didn't really mention that in the beginning videos of this series with this palette, but yeah, this video, none of them are sponsored. I just figured a lot of you might have this palette. I like this palette, so yeah. And now I am going to go ahead and grab that Morphe M330 brush again, and to kind of just blend just a tad bit, let's go ahead and pick up Buns again, and we're just gonna very carefully kind of blend the edges just a little bit. And you guys, like, I kind of want to leave it like this. If you want to go a little more dramatic glam, you can go ahead and put a darker crease. Like, you could totally take this shade here, which is called Chip. You could put that into the outer corner to kind of vamp it up, but I really like how it looks this way. Can't do glam without highlighting that brow bone. Let's go ahead and let's pick up this shade here, which is Beam. And just with a tiny, flat, precise brush from BH Cosmetics, I am going to throw that under my brow bone. And let's take that same shade, pop a little in the inner corner. Right, we're ready for lashes. I do have a how to apply false eyelash tutorial video just on that. So if you want to know how I put on my lashes, I'll link that down below, but I'm going to do it off camera real quick. I'm going to throw on the Per Pro eyelashes in the bombshell style, so I'll be right back. Let's grab some of this shade right here, which is called Pooter. With an e.l.f. crease brush, I'm just going to start putting a little color underneath there. And then with a pencil brush, let's pick up this shade here, that Jack's color. And this one, we're gonna do a little closer to the lash line. All right, now we need some mascara down there. For the lips, I'm gonna throw on my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Mondays. I'm gonna take a little Myth by MAC and kind of just pop that on the center of my lips. A lot of times if you put a lighter color in the middle, it makes your lips look bigger than they are. Alrighty guys, and I think that is a wrap for our glam look. Thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day to come by my channel. This is gonna be the last look for the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, well, for the 3 Looks 1 palette series. Obviously, you'll see this palette a lot more in other videos, but this is the 3rd and final look in this little mini series that I'm trying out. Don't forget to vote on which palette you would like me to do next. The options are the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Prism palette, ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I said that so fast, Modern Renaissance palette, or the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. Let me know in that comment section down below which palette you would like me to do this series on next. Let's do a keyword, well, let's do an emoji this time. So if you have gotten to the end of this video, comment a, since we kind of did a pinky-ish look, comment a pink emoji down below. Any pink emoji you want, whatever one you fancy, just comment a pink one down below. I always love to see who ends up staying till the end of the video. If you don't, I understand that too. Like, honestly, I don't watch a lot of videos till the end because you get distracted and then you forget. So, I don't know. I always think it's fun to do that. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I'll catch you in my next video.